Hey y'all. How's everybody tonight? Let's see. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3. Right on time. All right. Hopefully, this lighting is all right for you guys. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. So, how's everybody feeling tonight? Everybody doing all right with the shift? Did you feel the energy change? Oh, I bumped that. Don't mind my fingernails. I got to paint them tonight. Anyways, so tonight, and I did this a while back, but I'm going to do it again tonight because I was drawn to watch a video that I did. I believe it was last year. I don't know. I will put it on. I'll try to link it in the tab afterwards, the description box. It was another live that I did, but I used, I did air, earth, water, and fire. I don't think it was in that order. I think it was different, but this time I laid them down air first, earth, water, then fire. Because air is thoughts, earth is our 3D, because normally we have a thought that has to do with our, reality. Then we have an emotion that comes behind that. Then there's an action. So that's the way I'm going to do this tonight. I am going to pull a card. Well, I'm going to shuffle and wait for one to come out from the For the Love of Dragons Oracle. If you guys don't have this deck, check it out. It is amazing. It's beautiful artwork. If you're an art lover like me, I'm sure you'll love it. If you love dragons, you're going to love it as well. After I pull an overall energy with these cards, I also have the sacred activations, sacred geometry activations oracle. I've always been drawn to sacred geometry, geometric patterns. If you're drawn to anything like that, this is the deck for you. I'm going to pull one from this for each sign. So air signs will get one, earth signs, water signs, and fire signs. But these are all relating to collective energy and how this energy is working with us, or how we are working with this energy at this time. What our thoughts and beliefs are during this time, how things are changing in our 3D reality, what emotions is the collective feeling at this time, and then what actions and passions, what actions should we take or are we taking during this time. So we're going to do that. And then if I feel drawn after I get cards of those, I'm also grabbed this deck for clarifiers to go with the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, which is the numerology Oracle deck. If I can talk tonight, it's very pretty. It has more geometric patterns, on here, but on the cards it has the Merkaba, but it has a lot of other things that I really like about that. I always use that deck for a clarifier. So let us get started, shall we? I really like this energy. It feels very nice, very open, very free flowing. You may have experiences where people are more open with you. They're feeling more comfortable talking with you, especially if you're an empath. Collective energy. How's the collective feeling overall? Guidance. Let's see what our higher selves are wanting us to know. Ancestors, angels, guides. Let's see. I saw that card earlier. I wonder if that one's going to come out. We shall see. All right, bottom of the deck. The spiral. 26. That's an 8. Today, I believe. Hold on, I'll tell you real quick what today's numerology signature is. It's a 12, which equals a 3. So today's is a 3, energy of 3, so collaborations. But this card is an 8 on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, don't pay attention to my fingernail polish. So 8. 8s are about patterns. The 8 is cyclical. So it is the lemon skate. It is never ending. Spirals, circular. But the first thing I said, I'm kind of getting pattern. So let me shuffle it and see what comes out. But that was on the bottom. So bottom to me is subconscious. So some kind of subconscious pattern with the collective. Guidance for the collective. Overall. What do we need to know about this energy that we are currently experiencing? The song playing right now is called 85 by Andy Grammer. That equals a 13, which is a 4. 4s are about foundations and stability. Okay, the card that flew out is the Sovereign. We got this card before. It's a 15. That equals a 6. This one, to me, very much standing in your power. Being a sovereign being. Standing on your own 2 feet. But still, being supported. If you look up here, that dragon, to me, dragons are ancient. So this reminds me of, ancestors and the ancient ones, some, that you may not even be aware of. So standing in power. So let me see. Spiral was underneath. And then on the bottom is the fledgling, which is a 4. 4, 6, 8. I've been seeing lots of 4s and 8s lately. 4s are foundation. 8s are never-ending cyclical patterns. They're also about, moving forward, walking away, letting things go, moving quickly towards certain things. Fast messages, things like that. The fledgling. That, when I first said the fledgling, that kind of gave me like childlike energy, like, inner child work. Let's see. She's holding a baby dragon there. So nurturing energy. The fledgling kind of gives me very childlike energy. And that was on the bottom. But the Sovereign was the one that flew out. So this is the card that is the main focus. The underlying is the spiral, which to me is giving me pattern. And the one that was on the bottom after I shuffled and this flew out was the fledgling. So a lot of the collective has either identified some childhood wounds, patterns relating to childhood that have affected their foundations of the collective. And then, like I said, but now standing in power. So I feel like these things that, we have been talking with our ancestors about, we've been talking with our higher selves about, hey, I've noticed this within myself. I've pinpointed where it came from, where I witnessed it growing up, 10:33 on the clock, um, I've recognized it, maybe even through collaborations, talking with others, that, other people are also looking at this collectively, seeing the pattern, seeing where it came from, and maybe even talking about it. You may have, people talking to you about stuff like this or wanting to know more about this. A lot of people are wanting to get out of the old belief systems. They're wanting to step into their own sovereign beings and their own power and let go of this old, because we just moved out of Capricorn season and we're into Aquarius season right now. And Capricorn season, Capricorn, because I think we were in Capricorn for a long time. I can't remember exactly how long, but to me, that is the old belief systems, that our parents, parents, it's been going on for a very long time. All of those just continuously looped back around through generation and generation and generation. And then there's certain ones in certain families that start on their spiritual journey and start recognizing those patterns. I feel like that's what this message is about tonight. Um, Recognizing those childhood patterns. And I know a lot of us have done this work. Um, and maybe since we're in Aquarius, I feel like, because Aquarius is air, so I feel like we are in this space of flow and acceptance, of accepting, yes, that was the belief system, that was the pattern, but we are now, we're knowing that this is where we are now, stepping into the sovereign being, allowing that ancient wisdom to come in from higher self, ancestors, guides, angels, archangels, God, whatever you subscribe to in that aspect. So I'm going to go ahead and get cards out for thoughts, daily routines, 3D, emotion, and passion, and kind of give us a little roadmap here of, what's coming on, around the corner. What are we looking at right now? What is the experience? Is there anything that we may have missed? Is there anything that we need to see that we haven't seen just yet? I mean, and I'm sure there is. There always is. We're always learning. We're always growing and evolving each and every day. So let's see what we have. Oh, here comes the odds. Woo! Sorry. I don't know where that came from because I am not tired at all. So the bottom, we have Cosmic Flower, which is a 9. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Okay, so I see now. So we are, okay. All right, guys. It took me a minute, but now they're playing Let the Games Begin because I just got the understanding of what this message is about. We're stepping into childlike energy, creation energy. We're stepping into that feeling of what it felt like when we was kids. We did what we wanted when we were kids. When we were with other kids, obviously, all of us are from different eras and time frames, but my generation, which I'm Gen X, we didn't show a lot of our stuff around our family, our parents and stuff, because we had to be quiet. But when we were around other kids, we could be ourselves, truly, authentically. We didn't have to hide anything because we were just being ourselves. There was no competition. Um, there was no fear. And that's what we're looking at right now. No fear. We're that is going away because that was something that when we were children and things that we witnessed growing up um, created that sense of fear within us. Fear is learned. It is not something that is in us at birth. I mean, they do say the fight or flight response is there. Um, that's from previous generations all the way back to, caveman days or before that. I don't know when it really started, honestly, but it is learned. It is a learned fear is a learned behavior pattern. So we experienced something as children that caused us to close, to protect. So whatever it was that our little self said was like, okay, well, I got to do this or I got to be this way so that I don't get my feelings hurt or that, so and so doesn't treat me a certain way, right? So now, especially like I said, when with that fledgling card, I was getting child energy and then spiral, like patterns. Um, but what is she holding there? I can't tell if it's like a little animal or pottery or what, but look, she's sitting by this tree with this dragon. And I don't know if y'all can tell what that is that she's holding. I don't know if it's like it looks like pottery or something, but maybe it's a baby owl. I don't know what it is. Y'all let me know if you know what it is. But she's chilling at this tree, sitting on the ground with this dragon, that's her spirit guide animal, uh, maybe ancestor. But she's very focused on that. And as kids, we would focus on random stuff, but we were so creative, you know. And that's what I'm getting from this is in order, and we know this now, to step into this sovereign being, we have to have already incorporated. I'll show you the fledgling card. We've had to incorporate this. The fledgling. She's holding that baby dragon there. We've had to incorporate that inner child. Not only at, are we incorporating our yin and yang, which is our masculine, feminine, our dark, our light. In order for us to put all of that together, it goes back to us embracing and stepping into childlike energy. Let me see. Childlike energy. The fledgling. To be that true sovereign being. That's what we've stepped into, especially now that we've shifted into Aquarius. That was like what I got, what I heard, or what, it just popped into my mind as soon as this cosmic flower came out, because it does talk about remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world, the core when we were children, when we were innocent, when we hadn't been filled with all of these belief systems and all of this stuff that was not ours, when we were programmed is the word I'm getting, programmed from family members, ancestors, in your families, whoever raised you, aunts, uncles, it doesn't matter, but whoever you were raised by, who you grew up around, who was in your 3D reality all the time, all of those things. And now that we've stepped into Aquarius season, we know that we're in this sovereign being because we've incorporated our yin and yang, and then also our inner child, because with that air, our thoughts and beliefs, this was the card that came out for air, which is cosmic flower. So our thoughts and beliefs, we have reprogrammed. We've incorporated the inner child, and that's how all of this combines, how all of this works together. Excuse me, throat chakra. I feel like the reason why a lot of this is going on right now, especially with, the shift in energy and us being in Aquarius, is because we have this planetary alignment coming up on the 25th of January. I wrote it down. I should have grabbed my journal. I'll when I take a break here in a little bit, I'll go grab that and read off what it said because I wrote it down. But there is 4 planets, I think, that are in alignment, and it only happens like every 144 years or something to that extent. 144. I think it's Sun, Moon, Jupiter, and one other one. Like I said, I will grab it whenever I take a break. But with that alignment coming up, I feel like that's why we have come into alignment with self. So with us doing that, when this planetary alignment comes in, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Cool stuff's going to happen. I think so. What song is playing right now? My Home. I've never heard this song before. Who sings it? Miles Smith. But the title of the song is called My Home. So when this alignment comes in, we're going to feel like we're home because we have done the work. We've done the work. Guys, be so proud of yourselves right now. Pat yourself on the back if you need to. You've passed a lot of tests. You've stepped into your power. You've stood firm in your boundaries. You've healed a lot of things. Yep. I just can't help but smile, y'all. Can't help but smile. All right. So, what do we have for Earth? Our daily routines, our 3D reality, the physical outside of us. Let's see what card is for that. Oh, sorry. Remembrance. I think I pulled that one. Yep, I did from the bottom. 38, remembrance. That's an 11. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body. providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. And this card always gives me alignment, just because if you'll look in the middle of this card, do you see the line in the middle? The dots at the top, and then it goes through the middle of the card and then down to the bottom. This one has always given me alignment. And we were just talking about this alignment that's coming up on the 25th. All right. So with that, every time I get that card, like I said, alignment, so that gives me chakra alignment. So some of you have been doing chakra cleansing, whether it's yoga, any type of physical activity, anything that helps release energy from different chakras, stretching, running, gymnastics. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do to shift the energy, clear the energy. Honestly, if you know your power, you can tell your body what to do. If you want to clear the energy in a certain chakra, then all you have to do, if you are at a space where you know that your words hold power, you can just say, clear the throat chakra, or clear my throat chakra, clear the sacral chakra. It's how, like I said, the collective is getting the sovereign. You're in your power. Your words hold power. Your thoughts hold power. And when you have emotion behind that, it's even more powerful. So this is very important to be mindful of your speech, what you say, what you think. We've already learned how to redirect and transmute energy during this time. And a lot of you are on different timelines, and that's fine. You can always come back and watch this video when it resonates with you. But if you're drawn here, you're drawn here for a reason. So more than likely there is a message in this video for you. But yeah, there's many things you can do to cleanse your chakras. But alignment, I'm also getting alignment with self, in order for us to have stepped into this sovereign being, because we did get this on the last live. In order for us to be this sovereign being, we have to have incorporated and aligned within self. Okay, I think I'm ready for this one now. This should be water. Yep, water. So emotion. That's what I was just talking about, with emotions, because what we speak and think, if there's an emotion attached to what you speak and think, then that makes that manifestation that much more powerful. So on the bottom, and I just said discernment, and that's what's on there, discernment. The song that's playing right now is Be Kind. Who sings this? Zach Abel. It's a good song. It's a fun song. Okay. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So, since we are in this sovereign energy, we have worked through a lot of belief systems and patterns. We've changed those belief systems and patterns, with more than likely a lot of you finished some of this up with the Capricorn energy, because Capricorn is earth energy, but it's also 3D, as far as it is assists in grounding us to make the changes in our 3D world, as far as our daily stuff, our daily routines, financial disciplines, stepping into your power. Capricorn is also, they are the businessmen of the zodiac. They're the entrepreneurs. There's a lot of power in that energy. So us being in that and doing this incorporation of everything that we've done, we have to be discerning. And this one is on water, which is our emotion. So our emotion during this time, sorry, my table is a little wiggly. Sorry. Like earthquake. Anyways, so during this time, we are being mindful. We're being discerning about our emotions and our feelings, but we're also allowing things to flow because water flows, right? So discernment is important during this time. Let's see, in the air, this 9. 9s are self-sufficiency, but they're also, and standing in your power, but are also completions of cycles. And then remembrance is an 11, which equals a 2. And seeing there's another 2 with discernment. 2s are about pathways. They're about decisions, which way are you going, which path are you taking. They're also, that can be balance as well, yin yang. So let's shuffle for fire. Excuse me, and see what we get for fire. So what is the action and passion? What is the new passions, or, what are the actions that we're taking with this final element that we are incorporating at this time? Because we just had Capricorn, which is helping us to ground. But now in Aquarius energy, even though Aquarius is air, it's a very big picture energy, wise energy, creative energy, childlike energy. It's very nurturing, like feeling you're okay to be you, not having that fear. Remember how I was talking about fear in the beginning, of the video. Not allowing that anymore. I feel like a lot of us released that with Capricorn season, because that was where we were grounding. I mean, we released it probably with Scorpio, but as we got into Capricorn, we did have to ground that into reality and establish that foundation so that we could, build on firm. And look, passion was on the bottom there before I even cut the deck. That's a 34, which is 7. I feel like that's the one I'm supposed to have, and I haven't even cut the deck, so I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with that because that's the one I feel like is supposed to come out, because that's what I have on this card, because I wrote these cards years ago. Fire, action, and passion, and the card that shows up is passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion, which I just talked about this, about, if you are speaking and thinking something, if it has an emotion attached to it, it is that much stronger. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Sorry about that. Was that last part? Because my eye is watering on the left side. It's been watering since before I started the video. moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. And all of these things that mentioned in this card, we've already discussed. We've already talked about insight, balance, calm, and finding balance within this intensity, from chaos to calm. I like that. And that's a 7. 7s are very spiritual numbers. I'm a life path 7. A lot of you that are life path 7s, you know that, your mission is to embrace this aspect of yourself, the hidden, the unknown, the spirituality, tarot, astrology, all of the things that some people, I was even taught, was not accepted or not acceptable, but here I am. And a lot of you are there too. A lot of you are creators, mentors, guides, teachers, tarot readers, energy readers, channelers. You guys all are playing a very important role in this transition that a lot of us are making, within doing grid work, doing grid work in the locations that you're in, because you're changing that energy in that section of the world. And we are all here to transmute and change those energies. And then in turn, as we do that, then other people start to awaken to this, to spirituality, and then they want to delve in. Most of them go down the rabbit hole, right? But I don't know how you guys feel with this energy, but I'm really loving this energy. It's very relaxing. It's very nurturing. It feels amazing. It's very calm. It's okay to just be who you are. Oh my goodness, another yawn. They come around so weird. Oh, they just pop up. Let's see, the song that's playing called Spin You Around by Morgan Wallen. But it says 124 on it. What's today? Today's the 20th. So y'all pay attention to 124, January 24th. I guess because that's the day before the planetary alignment. So something, it says spin you around. I'm pretty sure it's a love song. So, hey y'all, hey. Somebody might be coming around. All right, so numerology, oracle, guidance cards. I'm going to get one for each. I'll probably just pull whatever cards on the bottom. After I, shuffle and I feel guided to stop, I'll pull one for air, then one for earth, then one for water, and then one for fire. But I mean, honestly, guys, the message is really clear as to the energy that we're in right now. And it's just, we're in childlike energy. We've done a lot of incorporating. We've done a lot of work on ourselves. Now that we're in Aquarius, if you've done that work, it's, it feels like those moments when you, the one that just popped into my head was, okay, and I don't think I've ever done one of these. I remember, doing races when we were kids, and we would have these little deals when we would run, and all of us would run and see who could be faster. I'm kind of getting that, but it's like being on a marathon, very long marathon. And then you finally get through it and you're at the end and you cross the finish line and you sit there and then you drink some water. And afterwards you like, you just feel like you could take a deep breath, you feel like a weight has been lifted, you just feel, you feel amazing. You feel proud of yourself. It's like the finish line, like, hey, I did this. Oh, okay, I see. And I didn't even grab the card from the bottom of the deck over there, so I'm going to do that real quick. The bottom of the Sacred Geometry Oracle is integration, and it's a 3. Okay, 3s are about collaborations, waiting on your ships to come in, waiting on your manifestations to come in, to 3D. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. And that's pretty much a nutshell of what I have talked about in this, with all the cards that have come out. And this one just tied it all together with integration, which is basically what we've done. We've integrated all these parts of ourselves to create these beautiful beings that we are, whole. We lack nothing. There is no lack. There are no spoons. Matrix. Bottom of the deck for air, thoughts and beliefs. 88, abundance. Feeling abundant. And 8. Those 8 cyclical pattern, and that spiral was an 8. And that was the first card. No, that was the second card. The first one was the Sovereign. But the second one was the Spiral, which is also an 8. So, they're sitting there chilling. So, waiting on the ships to come in because we know we've done the work. And right there, double 8 abundance. And this alignment, Jupiter is 1. Okay, Jupiter is about expansion. So we've planted seeds. Let's see what it would have been 6 months ago. I think it was in July. May, June, July. Maybe 7/7. It could have been Lionsgate when you planted the seeds, but that'd been the 8/8. I'm thinking June, July. May, June, July. Because the video I was drawn to watch the other day that I was going to link in the description box was talking about May, June, and July. And I feel like of last year, May, June, and July of last year, whatever seeds were planted then will show up now. Once this, and like I said, that one song did say something about the 24th. So 24th, 25th, the 25th is the alignment. That's when that planetary alignment's going on. So just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. See what comes in. I'm curious. I'm curious to hear. Let me know what if y'all feel drawn to. Let me know what amazing things come into your life, or what happens. Maybe a new job offer. Some of you may be moving. Some of you maybe getting into a relationship. Some of you, gosh, there's so many things, guys. There's so many things that you can create and manifest in this life. I think we just understand and realize that what we want to do is do the things that bring us joy and passion. And we want to be in that childlike state. We want to be creative, and we want to want to show everybody else those creative things, like we did when we was kids. When we did something creative when we was kids, even if it was not the greatest, we didn't care about that. We just showed it, We would show our friends. Oh my gosh, I did this today. Look. Or or we would start singing a song. Oh, I wrote this song today. You want to hear it? And we would sing it. Or I drew this picture today. You want to see it? Or whatever it is, guys. I built a birdhouse today. You want to see it? I mean, that's how it was when we were kids, and we're in that energy now. You know, this is what brings me joy. This is what brings me happiness. Hey, you want to see it? Can I show you what I did? But we have that joy and peace within ourselves, and we accept ourselves for who we are. Every part of us, from the sovereign, the one that's, standing in their power, to the inner child, you know, the ones that, believe in dragons or whatever it is that you believe in. It is your right to believe in that. We create our reality. All right, so on Earth, 3D reality daily routines on remembrance is the rebirth card, which is the number 16. Rebirth, that always gives me Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, transformation. And that is blue, which is throat chakra, and then red is root chakra. And that one is a pink card. And see, this one is on the card that we also got with the chakra alignment, the alignment. So a lot of you guys are making changes, or things that you manifested, created. January, February, March. Yeah, that's a 7. So July of last year, things that you were thinking about working on during that time, you're remembering whatever that was, and it's being transformed. And you're becoming that person. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering who you are. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of me too. All right, so let's see what the emotion is. I mean, we've got discernment out there. So let's see, because, we're all in a space of being more mindful of what we are attaching emotion to, because we know how powerful that is. When we attach emotion to anything, it makes it powerful. I mean, okay, I'll give you an example. How many of you guys can listen to a song that you haven't heard in a long time, and as soon as it comes on the radio or on the, well, not radio, a lot of people don't have radios anymore, but I mean, as soon as it comes on your Pandora or your Spotify or whatever music service you use, as soon as you hear that song, tell me you don't remember exactly where you were and who you were with and what was going on when that song was playing. Because water is emotion, and when we listen to music, we get emotions. We feel the emotions when we're listening to certain musics, and a lot of us, even when we were young, especially when we were young, we had these little love songs and whatever that we attached, to little mixtapes and stuff, and we would give them to whoever we liked or whatever, or we would hear a song and we would think of that person. And as we're thinking, we're feeling those emotions. And then that's why we always remember what we were doing when we heard that song, who we were talking to, who the song was about, who we were thinking about when we heard that song. We would remember that. That's why emotion is so powerful. And a lot of us have just reconnected back with our emotion, because some of us, we put pauses on that sometimes when we're facing certain things. When we are when we were doing a lot of this rebirth, this transmuting work, this integration work. I like that word, integration. We're doing this work. It's almost like a detached feeling when you don't feel certain things, because we know how powerful it is to attach emotion. We know that now. We are also discerning with our emotions. What do you want to give your energy to? And when you're giving emotion to something, that is giving a lot of your power away. So let's see what card will be on the bottom, for water. Environment. It's a 44. We've already got an 88 on the board, a 16, 44, which, it's a master number, and they say not to break these down, but it would still equal an 8. But it's environment, and that's green, heart chakra, and it's all about emotion. But environment, I feel like a lot of you have moved. A lot of you have changed locations because you've already finished your grid work wherever you were. So having discernment in your emotion, and also what environments you are creating within your own life, within self. What is your environment? Hello, Shan. How are you? Whatever environment you have built within here, which with all the work that we've gone through and all of the, patterns and programs and all of those things that we have reprogrammed. And like I said, we've integrated. I love that word. I'm going to use that a lot now. Integrated the sovereign. We've stepped into power. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing with this Aquarius energy? So we've stepped into the sovereign. We've integrated the inner child with the fledgling, and we've faced all those patterns, but we're now in this very calm, relaxing energy, and waiting on that manifestation. We've even got another 8 on the board here on the bottom with manifestation. With this alignment that's coming up, this is what we've been preparing for this alignment that comes up on the 25th. But we're being mindful about the environments that we are allowing ourselves to be around, as well as keeping our thoughts pure as if we were in a childlike state, which keeps the energy of abundance within self, and rebirthing and remembering who we are. And that's why all this integration has happened, integrating the inner child, integrating the masculine and feminine within self, and knowing that we are all that we needed. Everything we need is in here within ourselves, not outside of self. We don't need another person to feel anything within us because we are whole. And that's where the collective energy is right now. Great. Glad you are doing great, Shan. Appreciate you being here. So I'm gonna get one more card for this the action and passion, the things that are going to be coming up. But I already whatever you missed, Shan, if you want, you can always go back and start from the beginning of the video, because this is a collective read for this Aquarius energy that we're in. And I did talk about air, earth, fire, and water and fire. We're getting ready to clarify some more on the action and passion for the fire. But with air, our thoughts and beliefs, the earth, our daily routines, physical 3D reality, water, what are our emotions and our feelings during this time. And now we're doing fire right now, which is what are our actions and passions. What are the things that we're going to be experiencing, or that, we already are experiencing in this moment, because, this is kind of a little snippet into the energy right now. It can change, within any given second. All somebody has to do is change, direction, or think something different. It happens so fast, like within the blink of an eye, they say. So let's see what we got for fire. What are the actions and passion? Because I feel like a lot of us are in that childlike energy right now, and we're feeling like we did when we were kids. We're comfortable with who we are because we've integrated us with us. We found us again. And that's kind of what this journey is about, is weeding through all the things that are not us and going back to who we were before things changed, before we were taught certain belief systems, before I just heard contaminated, before we had all this stuff put in our minds, that wasn't us. That is someone else's belief systems. And those patterns continued for a long time throughout our entire ancestry. But for those of us that are the change makers in our families, we are, part of our mission here is to change that, to be the black sheep, to be the change maker, the door holder, the one that shows our next generation, our children or our children's children, just to be open to the collective, to assist. Most people who are watching these channels, we all have a special ability. Everyone does, even the ones that haven't even researched spirituality. It's just theirs stays dormant because they haven't stepped into doing their healing work, and they haven't stepped into that yet. But each person that visits one of these channels, excuse me, I just got some major indigestion out of something, so there's something going on here. Maybe some throat chakra issues going on. But each one of you, if you have an interest in this, and you're watching tarot readings or oracle readings or channelers, anything like that, you're either at the beginning of your journey, or you're in the middle of your journey, or you're anywhere on your journey. Really, it doesn't matter where, because we're all on different timelines. Some of you are on a similar timeline to me. But know that you have your own special ability. Each one of us are a different type of X-Men. We all have something that we are good at, and multiple things. We don't just have one thing. So if you're here, you've got something to give to the collective as well. So just remember that. And I feel like a lot of the collective is integrating this right now. We have been doing the work. We are remembering who we truly are. We're being that cosmic flower, under our thoughts and beliefs. We know who we are now. That's who this is. That's us. We are the cosmic flowers of our ancestry. We're the ones our ancestors have been waiting for. They're like, finally. We've been going around this loop forever with this, with the eights, like, I'm tired of this pattern. Can somebody please change it? Each one of you is a change maker for your ancestry, your family. So anytime anything comes up to where you feel, you start questioning yourself, because we have the tendency to do that. Always remember, you are here to be the change maker in your ancestry, and also ultimately to help the collective as well. But by you doing that work for yourself, you're doing that work for your ancestry. Remember that. And that will help you to stay on track. And I don't know if you needed to hear that, Shan, but if it came out, then it needed to be heard for some reason. And it may be somebody else that may watch this video at a later time. But anything I say in a video is because somebody needs to hear it. And a lot of times I'll go back and watch my own video, and it'll be something that I needed to hear. And maybe not now, maybe later. It could be a year from now. I've watched other YouTubes, other people. I have 2 others that I follow that I resonate with. And I'll go watch their videos, and their videos are from 2-3 years ago, and they'll resonate now because it's timeless. These readings are timeless. Even though we're taking a snippet in the energy right now, it is still timeless. There isn't time that was created by man. So it's interesting why that came out. But anyways, sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh, guess what was on the bottom? Because I've been pulling off of the bottom after I shuffle these for these guidance cards. For fire, for passion, creativity. It is a number 3. 3s, like I said, are about collaborations. Right now we are stepping out. We are collaborating with other people. We are standing out in the crowd. We're not afraid to be who we are. We're not, creating another avatar of what everybody else wants us to be just to fit into society. That's the old belief system. It's not happening no more. Right now, we're stepping into creativity. We're stepping out there and we're showing the things that we are passionate about, because this is about fire. What is the actions and passions that the collective is taking right now? And these are the 2 cards. Passion, which is 34, which is 7, and creativity, which is a 3. Yellow is solar plexus chakra. So we have been doing the solar plexus chakra work. Some of you guys may have been seeing or wearing yellows, greens, blues, pinks, maybe. Some of you have been doing a lot of throat chakra work to where you're actually talking in your 3D reality about how, you're speaking how you feel. You're not holding that stuff in no more, because that stuff creates toxicity within our bodies, and we know this. So we are speaking our truth, and we're doing it within our environments. We're being discerning, and we're doing it with emotion, because this was the 2 under the emotion card. Discernment and environment. But this is emotion. So we're standing firm in this, and we are attaching emotion to it, because we all know if we attach emotion to what seeds we are planting right now, that makes that manifestation that much stronger, because emotion is powerful, and we create our reality. So if we want to manifest beautiful, amazing things, there has to be emotion behind it. We can't create and manifest things if we don't feel, because that means you're not passionate about it. You have to have that childlike energy, that giddy feeling, that excited feeling that you did like when you was a kid. and you were excited to show your friends. Like, oh my gosh, I did this today. Can I tell you? Can I show you? Want to see it? Want to see it? Want to see it? My kids used to do that all the time. Want to see it? Try to reach your guides, just learning. Awesome. Yeah. The key is don't try. Just relax. This energy is perfect for this because it's Aquarius. Aquarius is very wise energy, but it's also flow. Even though it's air sign, it's just about allowing flow. So one of the things you can do is talk to your guides. Just say out loud or to yourself in your mind or whatever how you want them to talk to you. My connection is I'm a Gen X kid, so I love music. So my guides talk to me through music. They'll send me songs. I will wake up with random songs playing in my head when I wake up in the morning. But that song will have relevance to that day, or it will be a message for me in some way, shape, or form. So you have to tell them how you want them to communicate with you. Find out what it is that you are drawn to, that you're passionate about, and they'll talk to you in that way. They also use numbers. Numerology is a big one. Pay attention to card tags, the clock, anywhere that you see numbers. You can even get messages off of cars, billboards, anything like that. If you feel drawn to look at something, if it's a vehicle driving by and it has a sign on it, a random road sign, anything can be a message from your guides and ancestors. It's just it's the being in the moment, and Aquarius energy is great for that. You have to be present in that moment, and just take some time outside, sit outside and just sit there and just with nothing else going on, and you can listen to music or whatever you want to, just sit there and just observe everything that's going on around you. What the animals are doing, what the birds are doing, everything can be a message. It will blow your mind. That's what it did to me. When I first started too, I was very much the same way, trying to connect with my guides as well. But I was trying. And when you're trying, then that kind of creates a resistance, because it's like a push, just like with, if you turn a magnet backwards and then it pushes away. So you just have to allow. But they're not going to talk to you directly until you have opened up enough and you have kind of given them a guide, like, okay, I'd prefer you kind of talk to me this way, through music or just whatever your passion is. That's normally how they talk to you. I mean, I love music. I've always loved music. So whatever it is that you're, even art, art, music, whatever it is that you love to do, like that you love to do as a kid, if you can remember what that is, they'll use those things because that's something you're drawn to. But anything can be a message. I kid you not. It's just being in that moment to see it and hear it. And this energy is great for that. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. I haven't ever seen you on any of my lives, so I'm glad to have a new person on here. That's awesome. Appreciate you being here. I promise you, if you were drawn to my video, I tell anyone, I even put this on the video even when nobody's on here. If you're drawn here, there is a message in here for you. So just listen to the video, and if it does resonate, or if you feel some resonance with you, then that was the message that you needed to hear. It doesn't have to be everything that I say in here. It can just be one random thing, something that you needed to hear in that moment. But yeah, I'm excited to have you here. Bottom of the deck, purple. That's crown chakra, but that is also royalty. And a lot of us are very much have been drawn to purple. I've always loved purple, but this past, I would say 6 months, I have been purple, purple socks, purple. I even redid my hair. I don't know if you can see, but I've got purple on the sides and it's in my braid, and you can't really see it that good, but purple fingernail polish, which I do need to polish my nails. I said that earlier, so please don't pay attention to that. But purple everything, and purple is royalty. A lot of you guys are, since we have incorporated all of these things and we've done the healing work, and some of you, purple is your favorite color. Awesome, Shan. That is so cool. A lot of you, since you have done all of this work and incorporated, and some of you are new on this journey. Like I said, everyone is on a different timeline. So you're on different parts of your journey. But regardless, it does not matter where you are on the timeline. It's just the timelines can intercept because they do go into spiral. And that's probably why this spiral came out. Even though I did reference it in a different way earlier, but I just got that message as well. Timelines will intersect because it goes like this. Whenever there is something that your higher self is wanting you to hear. And I've noticed that in my own life when I watch certain videos. When I'm drawn to watch certain videos, is because even though that person may be on a different part on their journey, whatever message they're giving in that moment is something that I needed to hear for my evolution, for me to see something within myself, for me to see a pattern or heal something. So there will be something in here for you. But yeah, you can always go back, and I leave my lives up for anyone to watch. I usually go back, though. I've been trying to go back and retitle them so they don't just say live Aquarius or whatever moon it is. I've been trying to do that differently now. So that way, if you're drawn to the title, because on most of my lives, I just put live and then whatever moon it was. But I am going to retitle those. So if you do happen to become a subscriber or whatever, and whatever you choose or feel drawn to, I am going to be doing that on mine. I've already done 6 of mine so far. Most of my lives are anywhere from an hour and 45 minutes to over 2 hours long, most of them. So I got to listen to them again because it's been a while and retitle them to where the message that is the overall will be the title after this. I've been trying to work that on the weekends. But yeah, guys, this is awesome. The integration. I hope all of you guys are feeling amazing in this energy. I really do. It feels very comfortable, like being home. Like, when you're at home and you're cozy and you've got your fluffy, comfortable clothes on, and, a warm cup of tea or coffee or whatever you like to drink. And, it's just like feeling like being home. That's what it feels like to me. So I hope you guys are feeling this as well. If you're not, it's okay. I mean, there is no judgment here. We're all on different parts of our journey, but we're all here to help one another. We're all here to assist in one way or another. We're all students and teachers, and we never stop learning. But that is the message that I had for this evening. Everything I feel like that needed to come out did. This was really amazing how all of this fell together. And this is a way that I had read on one of my other lives. And I will try to tag, I'll put that live, the link for that live in the description box once I get off of here. Because that one I listened to this morning. It was very relevant to today's energy. So I will try to link that in there as well for you guys to watch. But yeah, guys, just, keep your thoughts. What is that? What movie was that? Keep your thoughts as pure as the water. Was that one with Eddie Murphy? The Golden Child. Ha ha ha. I love it when spirit shows up. All right. Yeah, they've been here the whole time. They're like, shut up. We've been here the whole time. The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. If you have not seen that movie, you should check it out. I feel like maybe it's relevant, but I feel like the main message is the title, The Golden Child. Because that's what I talked about in this video, was we're the sovereign. We integrated the child, the inner child. We integrated the inner child. We've released the old patterns and belief systems that don't serve with that spiral. That spiral, is cyclical patterns, belief systems that aren't ours. And in our thoughts, we are the cosmic flower, and we are abundant. We are creating abundance. We are manifesting abundance. I did talk about May, June, and July of last year. And there's 7s out here for July. There's also 8s too. So Lionsgate, some of you could have done your manifestations or planted your seeds during Lionsgate. But, we know our thoughts are, we are the cosmic flower. We are abundant. Our 3D physical reality is we're remembering who we are, and we've transmuted and rebirthed into our true authentic self. And our emotions and feelings about this energy is we're being discerning, and we're paying attention to the environments, and within ourselves, and in our external, in our everyday lives. We're being discerning with what we give our emotion to. What's in your environment, we're being mindful about that. What you visually feed yourself, what movies you watch, what readers you watch on YouTube, what videos you watch, what music you listen to, what people you're around, all of those things affect our energy because we're all vibrational beings. So if you're around people who speak toxicity and things out, then that energy will affect your energy. And then, like I said, with discernment, we've already learned how to walk away from that, and we've also learned how to transmute that energy, and we've learned how to get rid of those energies in our lives. We walk away from that. That's not stuff that we entertain anymore. But if you need to know how to cleanse that energy, you can cleanse that energy with yoga, anything active, any type of sport activity. Epsom salt baths, saging, incense, candles. Like I said in the beginning of the video, when you are fully into your power as the sovereign, you understand that your words are powerful. You speak, people don't understand when you're speaking, you're spelling. And people say all the time, well, you're casting spells, where everybody is when they're speaking. So that's why we're mindful about what we say and what we think and what we feel. because it all works together. So when you're at a space of being the sovereign, you can speak and tell, you say, I am putting up a protection bubble around me, or I clear the energy. All you have to do is say, clear the energy. You're that powerful. All of us are. Just say, clear the energy. And when you say it, mean it. Say it with intention. Say it with emotion. And it'll clear. And then, with fire, our actions and passions is, we're being creative. We're stepping into our creative energy. But I'm going to read this before I get off here tonight. And this is the passion card. Okay. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within. This intensity, moving us from chaos to calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. I love that. It's beautiful. And as we have incorporated our inner child, and our yin and yang, our masculine and feminine, we're stepping into this creative energy. And I don't know if y'all have been feeling it, but man, I've been so creative lately. I have been wanting to do these paint projects, and I've had all these good, ideas of stuff that I want to do. And it just feels really great. And I hope you guys are all feeling really good in this energy. If you are still, deep in the rabbit hole and you're still going through a lot of your transitional process, just know that you are not alone. Know that you are loved. Know that you are a powerful being and that you are protected. And you got this. Okay. And there are a lot of us out there that are here to help others along the way. I had many others help me along my journey, and I am also here to do the same for others. I just saw 12202 on my clock right there, so synchronicity. But I appreciate all of you for coming out. If you feel so drawn to, please like and subscribe. I'm so excited to have new subscribers. Grow this family here, my soul family, soul tribe. I love you all. You're amazing people. You're amazing spiritual beings. You've got this. Stay strong. I will see you guys very soon. If you would like, I have plenty of videos on my channel. If you need to go check those out, just go with what you're drawn to. All right. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all very soon. Good night, y'all.